more often than not, when I see people trying to get into a healthy lifestyle, it usually follows with a lot of panic, a lot of to-do list, a lot of major changes in the lifestyle which are not sustainable. And that's the reason why in today's video, I am going to share some baby steps that you can start taking from today to go towards your healthier self. So let's dive right in. As I mentioned, the beginning of any health journey usually starts with a lot of panic and a lot of chaos. And the probable reason why that happens is because the focus is entirely on the result. And here I need you to do a little mindset shift so that you start enjoying your journey more than the result. Because any which way, I am sure that you have heard that fitness is a lifestyle. It's not a destination. Health is a marathon, not a sprint. Why understanding all this is so crucial is because the moment you start focusing on the result only, you will always have a time bound to it, and that creates that chaos and anxiety to reach that goal. But if you just remove that element of time from that and you look at health from a lifelong perspective, when your goal is not to fit in a dress in 30 days, rather your goal is to hike at the age of 55, you automatically start looking at the long-term picture, a bigger picture and the long-term perspective, and that's when you remove yourself from the panic that you experience with the result orientation. There was an experiment done by a Japanese author according to which your thoughts and the way you use your words can have a major impact on your well-being. However, there is a lot of debate going on about this being pseudoscience or not, but we cannot deny the fact that when we hear something positive, when we hear words which are happy, which are joyous, we feel good. So let's become aware about the words that we use throughout the day. Rather than saying, I'm such an idiot for not knowing this, we can say that there are certain things which I do not know and I want to learn. What this has to do with our well-being? The level of stress hormones, which are cortisol, adrenals, can directly impact our muscle gain, our fat loss, and our sleep cycle as well. And stress is not only dependent on how much workload we have or how many things we are doing at the same time. It goes much deeper than that. And choosing to use more kind words towards ourselves and towards other people, if nothing else, can at least keep us calm. And needless to say, when you're calmer, you will be achieving more in your daily routine, in your work, in your exercises, and a lot more. In this era of gorgeous pictures all over the internet, it can get hard to accept that there is any other definition of health rather than bigger butts, smaller waists, and perfectly polished skins. Rather than getting overwhelmed by all of these media images and bogging yourself down, it's important to focus on what health means to you. For some people, health can also mean that they are not having fried twice in a week. For some people, health can be eating salads all the time. For some people, healthy can mean saying no to a dessert. And for some people, healthy can mean saying yes to a dessert and overcoming the anxiety which can come by eating a dessert. In simple terms, what I'm trying to say is that rather than comparing yourself with the picture perfect media images, you do you and you understand what healthy means to you so that you can actually work towards that rather than working towards any false goals. And talking about social media, I'm sure you would agree that social media has convinced us that there are a lot of bad foods which we completely need to cut down from our life in order to get healthy. However, at this point, I would like to propose a new point of view. Rather than focusing on the things that you want to cut down, focus on the things which you can add to become healthier. And it is not only limited to foods, it can be small habits as well. For example, rather than focusing on not eating junk, you can focus on having more fruits. Rather than worrying about having 4 liters of water every day, just start keeping a bottle at your desk so that you have water in your reach whenever you feel like having water. Rather than eating only those picture perfect meals that you see on social media, focus on preparing your food better and focus on doing some pre-preparation so that you are ready to eat healthier whenever you are hungry. Keeping some nuts handy, making some healthier sweet treats ahead of time can all be examples of that. Whatever I have discussed in this video might sound very small, but as 𝗠𝘂𝗃𝗃 famously mentioned in his book Atomic Habits, habits are like the atoms of our lives. Each one is fundamental unit that contributes to your overall improvement. There is just so much more that I want to share in this topic. However, this video will not justify the duration of that. So come back next week, because in the next week's video, I'm going to talk about a morning routine which you can apply from the day one itself and start seeing better energy during your day. If you have reached till this part of the video, I would love to know what was the one thing that you would take away from this video. Please tell me in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that like button because that means really a lot to me. And I will see you next week. Till then, be a fit foodie and remember, I love you unconditionally. Bye.